Hello, everyone. I hope y'all had a great weekend, a great week. I know I definitely did. I believe my mom did as well.
Yes, I did. Yes, I did. I had a wonderful week
All right, we're going to get started with another episode of Our Truth,
because I am his mom.
and I am her son. And we're going to dive into this beautiful world of gaming and the future of gaming. And one thing I do know about gaming is that it has been here since the beginning of time.
I have to say, I don't think it's been here since the beginning of time.
No, but video games have been here for a long time, developed by grown-ups for grown-ups.
It was a good downtime for people. I remember being a kid playing with the Atari. And even though I was playing with an Atari, I would not have known that the future of gaming was going to be so amazing.
Even though it started off boring, even though you didn't know it was boring until you compared it to other games we have now, though. But when it first came out, man, it was something. It was something amazing. But when it first came out, the brick game, the dot, each one, everybody like you had to catch a dot or make sure the dot didn't fall and hit the ground. It was amazing. It was a good game, and then it came out with all those other games. Wait, they came out with what? Super Nintendo, the Sega Nintendo, Nintendo 64, the Sega Genesis. I think that's the same game, Sega and the Sega Genesis. I always got that confused because I know they had the Sega Genesis, but I thought Sega was a separate game than the Sega Genesis. Because I know when you had the Sega, it would go Sega, but then when you bought the Sega Genesis, it would still say Sega.
Right. It was just
But I was a kid, so
like
I don't know if there's a
PlayStation
real
1, 2, 3,
difference.
4, 5, Sega Genesis. Same game.
But yeah, they got Dreamcast, then they got the PlayStation series, the Xbox series, and it got me wondering with all these games or how they came because the very first game that had came out, it was like it wasn't even it didn't even have a cartridge. I don't think it needed a cartridge. It was like you turn the game on and you play the dot game. You play the Atari.
Yep.
Yeah, the game you said in the beginning. Yeah, you would just play the Atari and then the cartridge turned into a disc and then everybody copied the disc and everybody want to have a disc. That's what GameCube came out and they're like, hey, we're gonna make the disc a little bit smaller just to make a difference. And everybody like follow the disc method. And I think the new version of video games, which they already started, is going to lead into being immersed in the game because they already have like VR for that.
You talking about like the virtual reality type of thing?
Now,
Okay.
I ain't talking about the virtual reality stuff like
Oh,
that. I feel like that's a step into it. Like this is like to say that we can put these goggles on and let you see what you can do and all that. Like you are able to actually get inside and play the video game. You can move your hand and be in the game and talking, moving full bodysuits. You get in the bodysuits and you're playing the game.
and you're in the game. That would be cool.
Yeah. You hit the button on the body and it turns on their game. You pick the game you want to play, whether it's a fight game and you're in the game pretty much, which means you feel that like it would be cool, kind of dope. Like you can feel like you're in the game and they have an age limit on it because if you play certain games, not to say that older people are going to play certain games, but when you play certain games, you can get a heart attack or something like that. So I believe there would be an age limit, certain restrictions on it because you can't play certain games and risk people getting heart attacks and then their family going to sue you. That's just something that's too dramatic to happen with playing a game. So I believe there will be an age limit the moment they put bodysuits with video games.
Okay, black man, and your age, yeah, it would be funny if your age is included in that limit.
I'm 36. I don't think they'll put my age. I don't know. I don't think they'll do a test to see which ages are most likely to get a heart attack or shock, death, or surprise heart attack or spasm or anything like that from being shocked. Because they got some games out there where if it was in a full bodysuit immersed in a game, you'd be like scared. Like they got the game like Phasmophobia that I be playing. That'd scare you.
I would love to play like Jurassic Park. They got a Jurassic Park game.
You talking the roller coaster game?
No, 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 no. The one where they have you run from them. I think that.
Yeah, that's stupid arcade. They always got to put the goggles on, then you ride through a little bit and chase by a dinosaur. You talking about that? They be having at the arcade. They
You
had
don't
like
like
that.
that?
No, that's weak.
Not if you got the whole bodysuit on, and not if you could actually feel it. What if you could actually feel was that's what I'm saying. Like get bit, you feel that.
Your arm gonna feel like it's gone while you're wearing the suit. You will be in actual pain. You don't have to be like somebody walking past while you're in the house playing. They be like, why they screaming like that? Why they yelling? I don't want to go over there. Like, I don't know if people want to play a game where they're in actual pain, but my arm, like, you be screaming out, he bit my arm off, he bit my arm off. And they be like, who's in there biting people? But what do you think? Imagine a zombie game. They like somebody's playing a zombie game and they're screaming, no, don't let it get me, don't let it bite me, don't let it get me. The neighbors gonna think something going on.
That would be cool. And that would be cool. And cause you can feel it. And you be shooting zombies and you say you actually feel it. You feel the fear. It's real. Like the suit helps you feel the fear. So it's like, I mean, no.
Nah,
you don't need. It helps you feel all the fear.
Nah, you don't need no suit to help you feel the fear. I feel the fear while holding the controller. It helps, especially with the controller vibrating. Playing certain games, you're gonna feel that fear. Where you don't want to die or you don't know if you're gonna fall off the ledge and stuff like that. Like I play games like what's that game? Oh man, it has a series. It's coming to my mind. Tom Holland played a character in it. With your boy Marky Wahlberg. Mark Wahlberg. I played it. Uncharted.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, just like that game. So that game, you can fall off the ledge and you can end up like it's a very nervous game when we're playing it. Like you can be playing it in the middle of the night and you be nervous because you don't know what's gonna happen.
The game I would like though is what's the one game? I cannot remember. I used to love to play it. Well, it has the different levels. We used to be like, okay. Well, the zombies come out and you shoot them, and you got to run and you pick where you're going, and they chasing you, and you're starting the game, and it's you and your partner.
Oh, you're talking about Call of Duty.
Call of Duty, yeah, the zombies. Darkness game is you, your partner, with y'all in the same game. That would be cool.
They got something like that already. This is the same game, but it's not gaming. I mean, but they do have something like that where you can do that. Like they got different missions. You can do a mission here, do a mission there. But
really, but it's with the VR, right? But was like real shoot that stuff and everything, like lobbies and stuff.
Oh, no. Steve, there's an actual place around here. Yeah, it's like you can put on the VR goggles. I forgot what the place is called because I want to go there one day. And you can actually shoot the zombies. Like it's like virtual reality, except you are actually moving around and you got the whole actual guns, I believe. Yeah.
It's real.
Yes. Yeah.
But it is with the VR, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that's cool. I want to do that. I want to go and feel like it's real and shoot stuff and everything. I want to do that. I want to check it out.
Yeah, definitely. I would too, but I feel like it's going to need an age restriction because a lot of people get mad at adults playing games, forget that games were made originally for adults, and then they get mad at adults for playing games. But I feel like the future of gaming doesn't just rely on what kind of games come out, but also the people who buy into the games. And they already make games for adults. They make games for adults to play, and they make games that kids can play. So I feel like if you're gonna have a lot of those people, they make games for adults to play, and a lot of adults be getting mad and upset about adults playing those games, which I don't understand. That part I would never really understand. Like people,
right, man. At least they ain't in the street,
right?
If you don't enjoy playing video games, that's okay. Everybody has their own cup of tea.
I grew up playing video games.
Yes,
I've been liking video games since I was little. I can definitely see me sitting in a full bodysuit, getting in the game, jumping over hurdles, jumping on ledges, living like a real Uncharted Nathan Drake type thing. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Imagine playing a game where you put on the full bodysuit, but how would it work though?
Now I'm thinking about it. Let's say you want to play a game like Spider-Man.
Right.
You put the suit on, and it's like a super dude where, like you got to be floating.
But like, how would you actually? Because you say you still got on goggles, right?
Yeah, you got on goggles, but I feel like it should be like a suit, like something that makes you float because you got to be able to do the transition of.
So how would you actually mimic the movie?
Okay, you see like the goggles. So if you jump up, like you're jumping on the building, and if you climb,
yeah,
you can feel yourself climbing, but it's really like I don't know. It's like the sensors on the bodysuit allow you to be able to do what it is that the character will be doing. So if you jump up, you can like jump up on a building, and if you
Because you're
climb, you
seeing
can
it over
climb.
God.
Exactly. And I feel like it will be a border. Like the way I'm thinking this game is gonna be like $1,000 because the more I say, the more stuff they're gonna have because they're gonna have to have an anti gravity thing. Like you get in the suit and then you go to this thing that's surrounding your body, like it holds up your body in place. It's like a little circular thing, a motion thing. Like it's like the movie not Lawnmower Man. Was it Lawnmower Man? The movie that came out a long, long time ago with
Racer.
no,
Still racer.
he had his arm stretched out and it was a circle. It came out in the 90s and they'll spin the circle around and they put him in the virtual reality world. And then the dude was trying to kill him because he got immersed in the virtual reality world.
Yeah, I don't remember that.
Okay, I'm gonna look it up.
So why you looking that up? And I'm thinking of what you're saying. That means you would have to have a lot of stuff in your house just to play a game.
Well, yeah, that'd have to be a lot in your house. It's $1,000. That's why it's $1,000. You got to hook it up. Like you got to hook up this over this. I think it's gonna be like pillars on each side, and it has a harness that you get inside. And because it's gonna be a man, that sounds like a $5,000 probably because you got to have the harness. You got to have the anti gravity thing that allows you to be floating in the air, so that whatever the game you're immersed in, it puts you in it. Because think about it, you're driving a car, you can't drive a car.
Right. If they came out with something like that in every game I had, my basement would be hooked up with different games. The suit, because that would have to do, I would have to do it with all of them. I would
Whatever.
have to need to experience that.
Yeah, it's whatever game you want to play. And basically how it is, you put the suit on, you get inside the little enclosed area, you hit the start in the game. In the moment where you can actually lay back and your feet now are all off the ground, none of your body's on the ground like when you are in in the air, except there's a machine that's holding you up and allows you to move your body all kind of ways and free, like I said before. So if you play a game like Spider-Man, you do the whole web thing, the suit will fling you like you're acting like you're moving on a web. You don't have to go nowhere in your room because the suit actually, I mean, not the suit,
Machine.
the machine that you're sitting in, which is connected to your suit, is moving you in certain directions until you actually feel like you're moving.
That would be cool, but you know what I would like to play? Mario.
You would be Mario? Yeah, but for that to work, that means you would be first person because normally Mario games is like you watching and playing and you're watching it from the 2D because it goes across the line. But you would actually be Mario hitting the boxes up, jumping up, hitting the boxes, so grabbing a turtle. I think it will work. I think it'll work for the first four games that have always been first. Like for it to work for first person games, I think it'll be a little bit harder because I don't know. First person, you have your hands and everything, so I think it'd be a lot easier for first person games because you can see your hands and you're moving and stuff like that. You're hitting the boxes, you're grabbing the turtles, you're swimming through the water and all that. So it has to be a first person game. So how they would transition Mario and make it from 2D to first person, I feel like would be the hardest thing for them to do as far as a bodysuit for that game. So if a game is already first person, those are going to be the first games that they have in the system for the bodysuit. Anything that's like Mario, Sonic, those games you're watching them from the side and they're moving through the side. All you see is the camera following them, and those games aren't actually first person. That's another 2D. That's a 2D thing. They facing sideways. Matter of fact, fighting games. Fighting games are also 2D, and you can't. I don't know. You can't put yourself in first person in a fighting game. It'll cost a lot of money. I feel like you'll have to do a lot to get that 2D game switched over into a first person when it comes to games like Mortal Kombat.
So that'd be cool if they have an online version where say you call Briz and you like, I'm gonna jump on Mortal Kombat, he jump on Mortal Kombat, and all the way where he at, and y'all be fighting each other, but y'all really, I think that's how it'll have to be. Like we're actually in a suit, like how they do it. They've done it in the movies where it's the moment you get in the suit, the moment Mortal Kombat world surrounds y'all, and it's like we see each other, and
Okay.
y'all get to pick which world you're gonna be a part, pretty much be a part of, and you can talk to him and be like, "Hey, what world?" And then y'all get butt.
You know what? I think that's how. Yeah, I think that's how it's gonna be, like in actual suits, like how they done in the movies, like you said, like instead of doing combinations, like you said, when you get in the suit and you get in the world surrounds us, and you choose the world you want to be in. Y'all get to fighting, and you be able actually to do the moves instead of you actually hitting start and going to the combos. The moves will be embedded in the suit. So basically, whatever character you pick, you know what moves to do for that character. You will just have to um do the move and make sure that you do the damage. And if you feel damage in the game, I wonder how realistic would they make that? Like, is it like a pinch? Is it a sharp? Is it a shock or is it a shot? Like,
That's why y'all will need to know the moves ahead of time. You'll need to know. You have to be proficient in Mortal Kombat, whatever game you're playing. Like, especially if you're gonna include pain.
yeah, but how can we induce the pain on these people to where they can want to actually enjoy playing the game? Because the video game, like, man, I ain't playing that no more. Like, people like, oh, like, bro, when the last time you played Mortal Kombat? Man, that day you sidekicked me? Yeah, I put that mug up and I ain't plugged that mug up since, bro. I don't even want that suit. Like, you don't want people to really feel like they getting hit. So I feel like they're gonna have to do some real deal testing. They had to test a punch, test a gunshot wound, because if you play a game like Call of Duty and you get hit, that's gonna hurt. You know what I'm saying? Like you're gonna go down.
Yeah.
Now you got to see, like, now I see how my character been feeling this whole time. Like, man, like, if you have like a certain game, a racing game, and it'll cost a lot of money. My mind just in a racing game, my mind can visualize this, which is crazy because I can see, which is I think it's only because of movies, but I can see like you getting inside of the suit, and then a hologram car go around you, and you're in the car and you're driving. I feel like that'll cost a lot of money though to make that happen like that. Like you won't have something like that to like 2020 or 2055 or 20 something like that.
People will go crazy, but I think it will also destroy society. If I want to go outside, if I pay my money and I can live in a realistic game and do that, I'm not going outside. I'm chilling. I'm chilling.
They had a movie about that though. Like,
Really?
like you can be in a house. I think it's called Game or something like that. Like everybody, like the actual people was being controlled by people. But I don't know if they knew that them people were actual people in real life because they had to make money in the video games just to spend that money in real life. But they would work in the game and they would let people play with them. They would become a character, and whatever they wanted to do, they would let a person make them do or whatever. And they knew, they was conscious of this. I can't remember the name of the movie. Gerard
I
Butler
think
was
it
in it.
is. Um,
Terry Crews was in it.
I think, but you're talking about when they had the control of the prisoner.
Yeah. Then they got his wife was a worker on the show or something like that, and somebody was controlling him. It was weird because it was like it was them in the game, and people would play them. Someone was controlling you, putting on a headset. They put a chip in you, and someone like a person is controlling you. The thing is like people like who's playing the video game. Like the dude was a grown man, but a little boy was controlling him, and he was able to talk to him, and he told him like he was actually having a conversation with him. He was like telling him like, look, let me do this. I know what I'm doing. And he was just like, I bet.
Right. So this is the suit. Because imagine if you had that suit and you could play any game you want to in that suit, and it's like real world. I'm telling you, people literally will stop.
I don't know.
There, anybody to just play a video game. Okay, anybody can just play a video. You ain't the video game,
You ain't the video game?
right? But now this suit will make it realistic. Imagine that it's the real world to you. Like, what's the purpose of coming outside or going outside when you can just play a video game? I mean,
Yeah.
you're more prone to be in the house versus being out partying.
Yeah, but they still gotta live their life. They gotta make money. How they gonna play the game?
No. They won't stop all that. And unless you make the video game where they can make a lot of money playing a video game, then it's this is strictly. But I'm thinking the restaurants will be empty. A lot of the stores will be empty. Like ain't nobody spending money outside anymore. They're not going to restaurants. Um, they gonna be like, "Hey, what you finna do?" They boy gonna call them. What you finna do? I'm gonna jump on the game. They won't say no. It's not like you know. Oh, I think about going to a restaurant. No, they're not gonna do that. They jumping on the game and they gonna be like, "What game you gonna play? What game you gonna play?" And it's gonna be a lot of people playing the game. Like, hey, what is that game that you and your brothers and y'all play? What's the name of that game?
Apex.
Apex. A lot of people everywhere is crazy about Apex. Could you imagine they turn that into that and they've already on it? But if Apex was turned into that type of game and it's like I'm gonna play Apex, I'm gonna up me and my boys and play Apex, right?
Right.
We got a 6 o'clock and you call them, hey, 6 o'clock, we getting on. A woman gonna be like, where your husband at? Playing the game, playing Apex, playing Mortal Kombat, playing with his brothers. You know, corporations would be like, okay, we gotta shut this shit down.
That is true. Apex is a pretty good game, right? And you got people that's like, yo, we got to get on at 6 o'clock, right? Let's go, let's get on. And people ask them about their husband and stuff. They be screaming out, please don't play the game. Please don't play the game. We got to go out. We got reservations.
Right, right, yeah, yeah. They ain't spending money like they used to spend money. All the corporations, I think they would change their selling because they will come to the realization of what is selling, and I think we need to jump in on.
Well, they're already doing it. Highly, they sell the game like they like the PS5, right? Like, which I feel like is very bogus. They're they're basically saying that if you don't buy their disc version of the game, you don't technically own it.
Oh, right, I heard about that. Hold on. Where's that at? I have pulled that up. Okay, because if you bought a digital, you don't own the digital print that you have access to, but you don't technically own. And the crazy part is in 2028, they're getting rid of all digital. They're not going to even make them anymore. Um, they don't only want to have any hard disk, if they want it all to be digital. And you basically have to do a one-time check-in. Like if you about to get, say, people about to the game, like, okay, I'm playing one day. Well, you have 30 days to check in and prove that you bought that game. But it's only a one-time check-in. Like if you buy it, you say, I'm about to buy the game. Okay, I'll play it one day. Or you have 30 days to prove. You got 30 days to check it in. Did you purchase this game legally? They want to know. I think it's so you won't share games anymore. Can you share the game?
Yeah, you can't actually
Okay. And they want to stop that. They want to know, did you purchase this game legally? Is this yours? Because they are going to require identification for you to own this license. So it ain't like, you can share anymore.
I don't know. That's kind of crazy. I don't know. I have um PlayStation Plus. Like PlayStation got this thing where if you pay the ultimate price,
Uh-huh.
you can play their whole catalog. And you
Okay.
could play any game that PlayStation had came out with, which to me is pretty like I don't know. It's like why buy disc if I have access to all these games, but at the same time, I don't need to buy any of these new games that come out in the future because the moment that it goes on the catalog, I'll be able to play it for free, and I ain't got to worry about having to go buy the game because as long as I have access to PlayStation Plus, I'm not buying them again. I'll just wait for it to hit the catalog, and then boom, I'm playing it for free again. I'm like,
Well, they're still going to allow you to play solo games, but everything else is going to be blocked. There's no social communication features that you can use. You can view trophies and you can use the store, but that's it. They have no unverified account, but everything else
You
is
said no verified accounts.
nope. Everything else is going to be locked.
So I guess they're gonna wait. So they want you to start verifying your age. That makes sense. I mean, if people got to verify how old they are, the player amongst certain age members, then yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah,
But to take away, to make people check in to buy a game, like if I buy a game, but I've been busy with work and I have not been able to play my game, you can't take away my game from me because I was busy with work and I didn't get able to check in. Now, I've never seen somebody buy a game and be like, oh, well, I'm gonna go to bed now. Like most people who buy a game, they play it as soon as they buy it. Like, oh man, my game just finna download. I'm gonna hop on and see what it's about. Or I'll hop on tomorrow. Like they at least get on the next day for a new game. I've never seen somebody go 30 days and not play the game.
yeah. It all depends, but um, I think also they want people to start playing age friendly games. Like if I put M rated on there, then I don't want a child playing the game.
Well, children play video games and they want y'all to start, they want them to start playing games based on their age. And I feel like that would be something nice. It'll help you filter out the users because just because it has M for mature, a child can be mature at a certain age. I was mature at a certain age and I was playing Grand Theft Auto when I was a kid. And I didn't know about any adults playing Grand Theft Auto because I thought that it was for, as a child, I'm thinking these games are made for us. They're trying to trick us into living a certain life because you don't know how many times I've been playing a game and I'm doing something, thinking I'm doing good, you know what I'm saying, and happy about my score, whatever kind of game I'm playing, and I'm playing something and I'm playing with a grown up and they get on there talking mess or whatever. And but that's when I was younger. I think well, I can't even imagine, but when I was grown as an adult playing the game, I'm on something like Call of Duty. I'm playing. And if you're playing with a kid and they're playing and then y'all get to a lobby and y'all get to talking mess and you talking to a whole child, he's 12, 13 years old and he asking you how come you ain't at work or how come you only so good because you ain't got no job, you ain't got no life, where your wife at, but then you talking mess to them like where you at, why you on a game, where your parents at, you should be in school, you should be learning something. So I feel like that is a big problem that happens. And like if they do the age restrictions and the age filters, then those kids can play Call of Duty with other kids, even though it's a shoot 'em up game. And adults can play with other adults, and that way they can talk all the mess they want to, and they ain't got to worry about being voice chat
Right.
banned.
And they're not going to be able to cheat because the age verification, they're going to require them to upload ID. So you ain't going to just be able to go on and say, I'm 18 like they do now. You know, when they ask, hey, is your age 18? Which I find that stupid. Like somebody going to say no.
All right.
So you're going to have to upload the ID showing that you 18. And that's the future of gaming.
I don't
We're
know.
going to have to prove. We're going to have to prove ourselves.
I don't want to upload my ID to a video game. To be honest, like if we have to prove ourselves by scanning our IDs, I don't know. That's gonna be kind of weird because it's like they're gonna know who playing what, who's got what account, and then they probably can flag you and stop you from being able to play a certain game. Like, well, without having the ID to prove who you are, and when they try to do that, like, what they're gonna do? They're gonna take away your PlayStation?
You won't be able to voice chat, text chat, messaging, or join any parties or sessions.
This must gonna be a new feature they add on the PlayStation 6. Like everybody gonna buy their PlayStation 6 and they're gonna bring it in, and if they have not completed age verification, they can't continue to play on PlayStation. But some features will be available until you verify your age, right?
Let's see. This must be a new feature. Let me see. I'm looking like everybody going to buy. Here it goes. Beginning June 2026. If you have not completed your age verification, you can continue playing on PlayStation, but some features won't be available until you can verify your age. You may not be able to use PlayStation provider communication features, including voice
That's
chat.
crazy.
And you know, in 2028, they're not making any more hard disks.
What?
It's all digital. People are not liking it because of the license verification measures that they are putting forth going forth. They're saying it's going to be in place for when you purchase it. Like you can't buy a game and sit on it. You have to actually go in and play the game within 30 days and register your license, or it's not yours.
I see I see a problem with that.
I don't see what the problem is.
So basically, if I buy a game, I got 30 days to play it, or it ain't mine no more. and that don't make no
It's not
sense. Why would they want to do something like that? They already taken away the disc version, and now they're definitely gonna get backlash from it. So maybe they'll change it. But right now, yeah, that sounds dumb. But like I said, no, there's nobody that's not gonna buy their game and wait to play it. Like if I buy my game and I'm waiting to play it, like you trying to tell me how long I got till I can wait to play it, and it ain't mine. That I don't know. I don't like that 30 days. That sounds like a
Yeah,
probation
30
period.
days.
That's not like
They're saying 30 days.
30 days. At least give me like 2 months. Like if I'm grown and you know I got bills, I got a job, it should be like, all right, if you're working, 90 days. If you're a child and all you got is uh schoolwork and all that, then yeah, 30 days.
You get your digital game license. You get the checks, the age verification, network branding. You have 30 days to do it. If you want to play the game, or you can just vote.
So that don't make sense. Y'all heard
They
that.
are doing a vote, and if you don't like it, you can look on, see about it, and see how you can vote.
I don't know. Can we live in a world where we gotta verify our age just to play a video game? Can we live in a world where we can't even go out and buy the disc we want just in case? Like, what if internet shuts? What if there's a problem with the internet and we can't play video games no more? And I want to put in my disc.
Well, every game you purchase, the only way to play a game in 2020 is going to be digital. And every game you purchase, you're going to have to do a 30-day digital game license. That means everybody needs to keep all the discs, all your disc games that you can, because they still got some disc games out. So y'all better go and do, what you got to do. Go copy it and all that.
Yeah, true. Go cop them. Shoot that, y'all. That's crazy. That's rough, real deal.
If you're moving towards what you just came up with, you're going to have to live in a world with that. If it's moving towards that.
People can't, you need more than that. Like they should do like a year checkup, like, cause like certain games people go to play back to back to back to back before they go back to playing a whole nother game. And then they try to get on a mission. And when they get that mission done, or they get to a certain point, or they get so far in that game and they can't get to that point, they'll stop and go to a whole nother game and let their mind just reset until they can go back to that game. And then, you know how many times I done went to a game, I couldn't get to that part. I went to another game, played that game for like 3 months straight, went back to the other game, was like, ooh, this is why I do that. And I was able to beat that. They're taking that away from people. And I don't like that.
Once you register, you're good. Once you register, you're good. You just got to do it within 30 days.
Yeah, but that's not something that would be beneficial if they actually did make it to where you can have bodysuits. Then it's like, I'm sorry, your suit does not have access to the game. Black Ops 84. You have not played in 30 days. Like, what?
Okay, so right here, it says your old game disc will work for games released before January 2028, but they would not work for brand new consoles or new games that lack a disc drive. So then the new consoles that they're going to be making after January 2028, you're not going to be able to do anything with it as far as no disc. So you all better keep your whole PlayStation 5s, because PlayStation 8 not gonna have a disc drive for you to play. If you want to play your disc games, you better keep the PlayStation 4s and 5s, because any games of January 2028 is gonna be shut down.
Any game. That's 3 generations away. Wait, we 5 together. That's 3 generations away. We still got the 6 and the 7. So 2020 would 2020, 28 or something, that would be right. I don't know. We don't know when the PlayStation 6 is coming out, but because all this production and everything of all these games are coming out soon, and we got a whole bunch of new things. I heard some rumors about the PlayStation 6, but I don't have the actual data when it's coming out, because I think Xbox is like the first ones to really. I think they came out. No, when they came out, they had a disc. They had this. I don't know, but it seems like everybody is gonna be jumping on this whole digital thing, and I, I actually, I feel like that's what's gonna move it to the bodysuits. They need it to no longer be this. They need it to move to digital so they can start making a digital world. And
Well, I thought it was just PlayStation was doing it. Hold on, let me check this out. Let's say about Xbox. Give me a moment. Okay, here we go. It says Xbox has not officially announced that it's getting rid of physical discs, but reports indicate that its next generation hardware, codenamed Project Helix, may drop the built-in disk drive to help players transition. Microsoft is reporting testing a disk to digital feature to convert physical Xbox One and Series X game discs into digital accounts.
So you'll be able to upload your digital, but they only have. But wait, so you'll be able to upload your digital to the game. That's something. That's I like that. But that's a reason for people to switch from PlayStation to Xbox if that's true. Like they have the choice of actually having a copy version of a digital copy, and you can do anything you want digitally. I mean, you can do anything you want with the copy version because you got the digital. I don't know. I would probably really. I don't know. I don't really own. I mean, I don't own an Xbox. I don't want to own an Xbox. But if I had to, I think I would buy an Xbox. I can go buy the disc and then transfer it over to the digital. But at the same time, that makes me think about PlayStation and PlayStation's catalog. So
Well, they say older media like Xbox 360 and original Xbox disc would not be supported by this conversion code. So you won't be able to. You have to keep your old system pretty much. Don't be trading them in at the top, thinking you doing something. You're gonna lose out. That's what's gonna happen. You're gonna have all those discs for Xbox and nothing to do with it.
I mean, no, the only way they're gonna make a little money is they're gonna have to put it on these community. They're gonna have to like find these community places that people still have Xboxes and they'll buy 'em. Like
Well, they gotta
collectors.
have the same kind of taste as you, because I'm not. You gonna sell me something? I'm not.
Nah, they're not gonna care about taste. Man, we talking about collectors. Video game collectors ain't caring about no taste. They want every game that came out.
That is true, but I don't think that type of collection would matter. I mean, what's the point of that? It's not like they're gonna revert back, but I think you can see them going to what you said in the future: a suit for $1,000. We install the box in your house. That's not even counting the suit. That's just for the box. 1,000 to install the box, but the suit itself, I would say like 1,500.
I was gonna say 1,500. Yeah, 1,500 for the suit by itself.
Yep.
That's just for the suit.
Yep, 1,500 for the suit, and then of course, the goggles going to be extra. So I'm saying goggles about
Then
150.
replaceable batteries that gotta replace every 5 years that cost about $500. Right?
So yeah, I can see that. You're looking at about $3,000 for the new game system. But I mean, if it rocks like that, it'll be worth it. At least in my mind, it'll be worth it.
Only if you know what's the word I'm looking for. It has pain tolerance.
Yeah, yeah.
And acts pain as pain. You know what I'm saying? Because what's the point? What's the point of having a game without pain tolerance? Now I don't want my brain acting like all weird because I got kicked in my head or something like that. But at the same time, I don't know. I'm trying to think of the other word. What is I'm trying to say? Like my brain is not trying to come up with the word. Anyway, it's just when the pain is delivered in the video game, it'd be cool because I know y'all probably like, man, I don't want to really feel pain, but I want to know that I'm in the game. And if you're playing the game and then you get shot and you don't feel the shot, that's gonna be whack. So it's just certain games I'll be wondering, like when you die in certain games, how they gonna do that death scene? Are you gonna be laying there looking up at the person who killed you? Because when you playing on PlayStation 5 and you get shot in Call of Duty, your character fall down to the ground and he's scooting shooting. So when you get shot on that game, it's like, are you gonna feel like you getting hurt? Like you getting zapped? Like slight heart attack? I don't know. I don't know. I feel like if you got a peacemaker, you shouldn't be playing games like that.
They will have to sign a waiver that say you will get zapped. You will feel as if you're getting shot. All that you will get if you have, if you ever had a paper cut or if you ever get cut, that's what you're gonna feel.
Like, have you ever been spiked?
Have you ever had a mosquito bite? That's how it's gonna feel when you get shot. Just stuff like that. Or have you ever stubbed your toes? That's how it's gonna feel when you get punched. So pretty much, yeah.
Like make you feel like you get punched in the face or you get hit by Sub-Zero or something like that. It'd be crazy. Like you feel yourself getting punched in a fight or getting frozen, you're gonna feel it because if you get punched in the gut, you should feel like it's a gut punch. You get punched in your leg, you should feel like it's a leg punch. So
Well,
yeah,
that's why they don't have to sign away their life. And when they come in, so I can see it because they ain't no telling all these effing data centers they putting up everywhere. It's ridiculously killing people. But yeah, I would jump on the bandwagon.
it's ridiculously killing people. But I'm ready for it. I want to see that. Yeah, I'm over here thinking about how train modes will go when you get in the game. You got to train and everything, and like imagine playing basketball with people like NBA 2K5 or well no NBA 2K38. And you got like 5 people in their living room, all in a little space in a little suits with their little thing wrapped around them with a fake ball in their hand, passing into each other and running up in court because the things moves as you move your body, but you really in one spot. So you running in place, but the machine is moving you around. So when you jump in the air, you can jump straight up, but the machine is keeping you in place. So you ain't got to worry about running into nothing like that. I feel like that's dope, man. They just run up in the court, shooting a hoop, and you just like, and you in your living room. But at the same
Right.
time, you got to be fit.
Well, because even though it'll bring in the steel covering, because if you have communities and they're all from all over the world, ain't no telling what it would be like to play basketball, but y'all just jump on the game and go live and you're playing basketball.
Yeah, but because the suit is on your body, it's mimicking your movements. Like when you play my player, you're talking about some shot creator or go ahead and try to build your character or get these attributes. Nah, that ain't gonna happen. If you can't dribble in real life, your character not gonna know how to dribble. You better be a center or something, you know what I'm saying? Unless the suit enhances your body movements, making it to where you are a hooper. But I feel like that would be something dope too. Like you could turn off it'd be assist mode. People be like, man, you got that assist mode on, bro, because you don't hoop like that in the gym.
Right. It's mimicking your movements. Like you play my player. You talking to some, you're not gonna.
The shot creator.
I think it'll be right. It'll be more fun, if it enhances. Like I'm just running in place. I think the suit should enhance what I'm doing. Even though if I can't run, I think as long as you can make the run and running motion, the suit should enhance. As long as you can make the dribbling motion, it should enhance. How would you fake run? Just run. Easy. You can stand in one place and look as if you're running. But if you ain't got the energy to keep up,
yeah, because you got to be fit to play the game. You got to be able to run. I don't know. I don't know about fake running. Like I've seen some people fake run. It's just, but you to make fake running could make it easier, but at the same, yeah. Unless they have like a treadmill type thing that's connected to the. See, oh man, I keep coming up with more ideas. Hey, Sony, hire me.
That's
Microsoft, hire me.
That's an addition. You get the treadmill in your closet that you can put down.
Exactly, and when you step on it, it moves how you move. So if you're running, it moves, and you can run on the treadmill, was making you run in place, so you're not actually messing up your floor. Yeah, see, look at that. Got to move those legs.
I would have to be able to do my arms because I want to be the man in Mario.
Don't worry, people who listen. Even for the people who want to do what they want to do, the movements and all that, like y'all can be a quarterback. Y'all can sit in one spot and then put your hands up and throw the ball and be a quarterback and put your hands up to catch. Yeah, if y'all want to be Mario so that y'all can put y'all hand up.
Whatever. I just want to play Mario. Jump over the little thing. Yeah. It'll be cool. That'll be a different type of job. Also, Mario Kart, definitely. Sonic. And just think, once you get hit and you go over the edge, your game is over and you be like, man, damn it.
Yeah, you're right. That sounds great. Yeah, all that. That's right. But I wonder what kind of games y'all out there would like to play. If you had a chance to have a bodysuit and you could spend that money on a bodysuit, like if you could play any game, I want y'all to think about that to yourself. Let us know in the comments, like what game would you play? What game could you see yourself getting in a full suit where you're immersed in the game, and the moment you put on the goggles, you lock in your whole team, your whole room turns into the game. And what game would you play? Would you play something by yourself? Would you play something with your friends? Would you play something like what game would you play? Because I know I enjoyed it as a kid and I enjoyed it as a grown man.
What game is that?
Ape Escape.
I did not like that game. But if there was some way for them to do Pac-Man, I'd do it.
If there was somewhere for them to do it, Pac-Man, huh? Yeah, you be a Pac-Man. You would have to get the dots. You just have to run that way, run up to the side, run looking at the screen, like looking at the Pac-Man thing, the dots, and like you're going at it alone. I think it'd be different though. Like since it's a human body on the game, it's just you. You're immersed in it. You're in the game, and when you're playing the arcade version, you can see where the person is going, where the little mouth is going to grab those dots. So when you're immersed in the game and you're in the game, when you're I think what happens is instead of you having to since you can't see the dots like you would when you're looking above it, you're in the game. You have this little thing on your arm that shows you the trail that you have to take.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
wherever you go, you know where you should go. Like it's the same. So imagine looking at the arcade version. Like everybody, I'm looking at my watch so that y'all see what I'm saying. Like so, look at y'all watch and then imagine the arcade version of how you play Pac-Man.
Right.
You will see that on your watch, and you will be the mouth. So every time you move, you
I got
see
the
where you
goggles on.
exactly. So you will see where you're going. And you're like, okay, if I take these steps and make it right, I can get to those cherries. You know what I'm saying? So it'll be on your arm, and you actually just look down when you grab the big one, and you turn them back into ghosts. They turn back, and now you can chase them and eat. And instead of you eating them, because in the game you eat them, you gotta out. So instead of that, you'll have a gun that you shoot and you blast them. So you'll blast them with it. When they turn to eat mode, you'll blast them. And then when they turn to where they eat you mode, then you go back to your watch looking at how to move around and get to the orbs.
That'd be cool. That'd be real.
Look, I'm giving y'all ideas, game designers. I'm giving y'all some ideas. Look, they're going to be like, they're going to get rich off me. Look, hey, everybody, listen, if they do these games and they got this stuff, y'all know where y'all heard it first. But I feel like a lot of games that got that already, especially when they came out with the Dance Revolution game. Like you can get on the game and you have the little pad. You kick up, kick right, left, down, kick left, kick right, left, down, kick left, right. And instead, when you get in the bodysuit, you just dance. It taps your body, and if you want to crump, you go crump mode. It'll just and instead of you having to do moves that they're putting on the screen, it's following your movements and it's giving you points based off the moves that you do because it knows what your body is doing. Like they had dancers come in where they were like, all right, so this move is called the double belt, the double chest pump. And so if somebody can do that, that's 2 points. You know what I'm saying? Then they get a pop blocker to come in like, all right, this move is called the arm swing. So if they can make their arm go to the other arm, that's 5 points. And then they got the leg thing. If you can do your whole body, then that's 10 points. And that's how they would do that. So people who actually come in and know how to dance, they're getting the points based off the system that they created with the dance move, the Dougie, the stanky leg, the moonwalk, all that stuff. So like they will have like if you can actually do the moonwalk, and that's a Michael Jackson dance. So that's probably like 1,000,000 points. Like soon you had to bust it for real. Like not that fake Mike moonwalk dance. You have to do the real moonwalk dance to get those points. Yeah, I think that'd be fun. And I'd be like a drinking game. You can no, you can't drink and play the game. I was about to say you can drink and play the game, but now you can't drink and play the game.
Play no game like that. Really, alcohol. You all kind of messed up, leaning, not playing correctly. Imagine trying to get through it intoxicated.
Yeah, imagine alcohol will have you all kind of messed up. Imagine trying to go drinking or smoking and playing basketball because I know a lot of people smoke and play the game at the same time. Like they smoke and I'm like, what you doing, man? Hey, hold on, I gotta roll up this blunt real quick while I pause the game, and then we waiting. So you're not gonna be able to pause the game with a blunt in your hand while you emulating dribbling the ball. So it's gonna unless they have that little mode where you can sit out, like on Fortnite, you can sit out. So you got that one character who ain't doing nothing, they're just sitting there. You're like, don't pass the ball to him, man, because that's why his character in gray. Or they might have a mode to where you can go inactive and then the computer takes over and play for your character until you go back like away from keyboard. So now away from keyboard, your homie's mad. Oh, we gotta wait on them. But in the bodysuit away from keyboard, you turn on AI mode and it plays for you. So your friends ain't gotta get mad about you taking the smoke break for it. Yeah.
AI mode.
Yep. Autopilot. Yep.
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 So what other kind of suit would you get?
Probably a Fortnite suit. I can see myself getting a Fortnite suit, like a suit because I feel like each suit. Well, no, I don't think it'll be a suit because I feel like you have like the suit will be for all games unless they got certain suit that's built for certain games. And yeah, if they do that, then they're gonna be getting more money. But I get a Fortnite suit. Man, I was in a suit. You know what I'm saying? Because, and I feel like, you know what? Now that I'm thinking about it, a Fortnite suit would have to be his own suit because the Fortnite suit, if I don't know if you ever play or watch me play Fortnite or watch anybody play Fortnite, but when you play build mode, the character goes from holding a gun to pulling out like a pen or something, and they draw with, and then they build. Excuse me, what they're trying to build. So if you get the Fortnite suit, I think it'll be the same thing where you do a movement where you put your hands down, and the moment you put your hands down, the gun go away, and you push up. And when you put your hand, like you're looking at your watch, your build instructions come up, and then you can do, and you can build the wall, build a floor, build the stairs, build a roof. You know what I'm saying? Because I'll be doing all type of building, and I think that game will be super exciting. Because I know somebody like my homeboy KO. I know for one, he'll definitely love that suit. He'll be on that game, building like, cuz I can build this. I can see that. I can definitely see that.
I can see that too. Uh, yeah, I can see that too because people
Yeah,
like that.
yeah, people will go crazy with the building. Like people love playing that game, and if they can actually get in the suit and like build while shooting and play the gun and shooting, they're gonna do it. I mean,
But wouldn't it have to be like in the same category? Like it would have to be at least 3 games on the suit, except for the Fortnite. Should should have his own suit, and Apex should have his own suit. So more of a bag. I mean, well, all of these suits have damage impact on them, right?
except for like Fortnite, I don't know. I feel like if I don't know. I feel like Apex. I feel like all shoot. I feel like the suit should be based off category. So you got shooting suit, fighting suit, sports suit. So if you want to play Mortal Kombat, you got the fighting suit. If you want to play any shooting game, you got your shooting suit. If you want to play any um other game, then you can just do it like that, or you can register the suit to the games you're playing. So
Okay.
so it would be like if you're playing Tony Stark, then you will hook the game up, hook the suit up, put the suit on, and the suit will
Yeah.
like I don't know though, because if you have a suit, that means does the suit have a foot piece to it, or do you have to put on separate shoes? Because if you have to put on, because if you have to put on separate shoes, because if you have to put on separate shoes when you put on the skate game, the shoes will emulate you being on a skateboard. But if it's one of them onesies type suits, then
Yeah.
the foot will already you just put your leg in the piece where your foot's on the little foot piece, the little the little footy part, you know what I'm saying, the little foot part to where you can just get in and do the skate moves and it activates and everything in your body. And, you ain't got to worry about doing nothing and making no breaks, but you can do a trick and all that stuff. And like, but how does that work? Because you have to have that rolling motion. Oh man, I don't know. I think we're gonna make it hard for them. I think certain games, now that I'm saying it, I think certain games won't be able to be done. Cause like, think about that. Like, if you do a trick and you land or you land the wrong way and you twist your ankle, it's gonna feel like you actually twisted your ankle.
If I feel like I'm twisting my ankle, I'll come out to sue you back and be listening. Like they're like, why you left me? I twisted my ankle. How you do that? Tony Stark. Like, what's his name? Tony Hart, whatever his name is. Like, no, they'd be like,
It's
if you
Tony Hart.
Tony Hart, if you don't go sit your ass down, like, that's really nope. Not if I twist my ankle.
Yeah, I'm gonna wait for the first couple of sales for that. That way I know there'll be recalls. They always got recalls, and those recalls are because of the damage. They always got stuff you got to wait for. You're like, breaking news. Sony had to call back other suits because people were actually taking off the suit and the injury was still there. We have a lot of people trying to figure out what went wrong and where we're going to do and when we're going to get those suits back. But I feel like that's definitely something that I had to send them back to the drawing board. They had to go back to look at the paperwork and everything because what the mind is very strong. So if you're in the game and you are hurt in the game and your brain really believe you're hurt and you take that suit off, what's going to stop your brain from realizing you're back to reality? You're not hurt. So they're gonna have many testers who get in the game and take the suit off after receiving damage, and it was like there's nothing wrong with them, or there is something wrong with them. But it's like they're gonna have to, because they're gonna like, look, we had testers go in the game. People was coming in, coming out, nothing was wrong with them. So we don't know what's going on. We don't know why y'all suits are hurting y'all. We don't know what. Like, please don't ask us no further questions. That's how it's gonna be when people get upset and they get hurt and they want to have answers of why would you put the suit out if y'all wasn't ready. I'm gonna be sitting right there in the back, like, yep, I'm not buying that first batch. I already knew it. I'll be right back when I get the second batch. You ain't even have me with a broken heel or anything like that. Nah, because I know exactly what game I'm gonna play. Mortal Kombat. Shoot, I'm gonna be sitting there like, no. And oh my goodness. I can imagine people like, man, I was sitting there playing my game, man. My homeboy kicked me with a side kick and he sent me through the window. My actual window. My actual window. Oh man.
Yeah, I could see that. Oh, yeah, kicked in the head.
Yeah, because of the damage, like, because I know, like, a video game, like, for instance, like a certain game, you're not gonna play a certain game like a boxing game because of the damage. Because you know what I'm saying, this happened in real life, and I know it was like a whole big deal about it, and you know, I hope this guy's blessed. You know what I'm saying, bless his family and everything and all that. And I do want to bring light to this, but this guy was in a boxing match and he was a professional boxer and everything. And I guess the boxing match was going real good. He got hit in the back of the head and it gave him brain damage. He was no longer the same after that. So you can imagine how a person will feel if they actually go and buy a video game and they're fighting and they're playing as more Liu Kang or something like that. And they get hit in the back of the head too many times or kicked in the back of the head too many times, and they take off that suit and they got brain damage.
Well, they say boxers do that anyway. Football and boxing.
Well, yeah, that's a shame. I didn't even know how to say it without the boxing. I don't know, football and boxing. Yeah, that's why I like to jump into, like, I don't know. That's why I can't just jump into mixed martial arts. People are like, man, you box and you do taekwondo, man. Have you ever thought about doing MMA? And I'll be like, yeah, for the right price, I'll get in the ring and fight for these people. Like, if I have to, but I don't feel like I have to fight for money. Like, I do martial arts because I like the way it makes me feel, and I want to feel like I want to protect my family and protect myself. But if somebody offers me one good price, you know what I'm saying, we're gonna give you $500,000. I do one fight.
I know you can do it. I'm racing.
Yeah, I can do one fight. I think I'll do it. But I think that'd be the fight, like, that'd be the main fight. If I didn't win, but we get money, you know what I'm saying? Like, as long as I know,
get injured, yeah.
See, but that's different because it's not your job to take care of me if that was to happen.
Nope, I'm gonna take you home though, to a home.
That's messed up. You ain't gotta leave me in a win. You're gonna take my money though.
Nope, the home needs your money to take care of you. So somebody to take care of you.
Yeah. But at the same time, I've been on the ring to do that stuff. It's not guaranteed that something like that will happen. Sure. But because you got to think about it, if you play video games, you get immersed in a video game, you're wearing a bodysuit. If I play a UFC game and they got UFC, then I get kicked in the head by the other character.
If that game that powerful, I'm suing everybody. I ain't standing no way. I'm suing damages against my child because ain't nothing supposed to be that powerful. I can understand like you get kicked in the head a little bit. No. You need damage. I was like, man, and they would definitely have to figure out how you get kicked in the head a little bit, but not enough to get brain damage.
Yeah, because it emulate the pain, right? Because I don't think it's gonna be a shock. I think they just have too many shocks. Like, too many shots. Think about it. If you're playing a fighting game and you just get electrocuted the whole fight, I think I think it'll emulate the pain that you are supposed to be experiencing at that time. But a punch, that's gonna take some real nerves to emulate being punched in the stomach. You think like, if I think, like, if they have people who experience being punched get in the suit, then it's a different correlation to their mind because they already know what being punched feels like. And I feel like the testers should make it to where like because you got to think about it, the game it has to be damaging. You don't want it too realistic, but you don't want it to where it's like, I didn't even feel that. You want the game to go because if I'm throwing a combo and I block and then I throw my movements, I want to be able to throw you off from your attack, which means the damage has to be there. But if you get punched in the face and kicked in the face and start seeing stars and you can't breathe for 5 seconds and everything, then you start realizing that you're playing a game that you shouldn't be playing. That's just my opinion. Like you're playing a game that's really causing you damage and really causing you pain and it's not fun no more. Like if we get cut, instead of actually cutting us, we get a little pinch across our arm or something. If we get like, I feel like it should be like a pinched nerve thing, like mechanical, like because
Right.
well, amputees, people who got the missing arm and the missing leg, they got the mechanical arms and the mechanical legs, like how they get to move. There's a nerve in that machine that's telling them I'm moving my fingers. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? Like I've seen it. So it's like they gotta have something in there that like the spot, like you're playing Call of Duty, you get shot, you get a whole bunch of pinches in that spot, right? Instead of a shocking or a pinch and they'll hurt. It's just, cause pinches hurt. I don't know if anybody been pinched by a whole bunch of grandmas or anything. You ever been in the middle of church and your grandma told you pay attention, your mama told you pay attention and you wasn't paying attention and you got that pinch on the side? Imagine getting a whole bunch of those when you get shot. I feel like that'll make you better at the game because you're trying to avoid getting that pain. You know what I'm saying? You don't want that. But I think that's how it works.
You're right about that. Gaming in the future, if it looks like that, that's the future of gaming. All in.
Yeah, I'm all in too. What's what game could you see yourself in? Like what game would you want to play? What game would you stay away from? What game would you allow other people to play around you? What game would you play?
Things that you should think about. If like if they ever come out with these type of games, who would you allow to play that game? Because yeah.
Oh yeah, cause no, but you can't have people. No, that's not the game where you invite people over to your house no more. Cause that's bodysuit stuff. I think those suits would be tailored to your. Oh shoot! I just came up with a whole other thing. Cause those suits will have to be tailored to your body. Cause ain't no, hey, come over, come play my game. I think people who come over will have to bring their own bodysuits
Yeah,
to play your game.
my game would have to be in the basement.
I feel like something like that got to be in your living room. It can't be in your bedroom unless you got a big bedroom with extra space, like extra room in your basement game. Your bedroom game, or you can like extra room or a basement game, like you said, because the basement could be for parties. No, living room could be for parties. The basement for the body game, and it'll be called the PS body and the X body.
Yeah, like I wouldn't be stingy with things. Of course, if my homegirl came over and she wanted to play, then yeah, I think that the bodysuit, but just for rando,
Yeah. Well, who's a rando? Maybe somebody who ain't never came over and played a video game before.
right? It was like you ain't never came over my house and played a game with me before. You can't come play at my place, right? Like before they converted, if I've been gaming say 20 years. And you
Oh
ain't never
yeah,
came to my house, and you
yeah,
ain't never sent me an invite to play a game.
yeah. Right, right. I can see that. Like I ain't never seen you send me no game invite. You ain't never clan up with me. We ain't got no trophies together. Then
Right,
they call you out of nowhere, like, "Hey man, we heard you got the X body. I
right,
want to come over and see how you. Come play. See how you get that, man. Like, sorry, nah, man. You know how much that ran me.
right.
You know how much the battery packs cost, man. Stop playing. You can't come over and play my game. We ain't cool like that.
Yeah, people would definitely be upset. But and they can't try to steal it because even if they try to steal the bodysuit without the machine, you don't have the right. It ain't like you can pick it up and carry it as a whole big tunnel thing that's bolted to the floor. So you know,
Yeah, because there's a certain way it has to be placed, right? It's not
right?
like you can just pick it up. They can't sell the suit to nobody. They have to
True.
have two suits. Everybody gonna have to have two suits. Well, I feel like unless they make the suit like special order to like this suit goes with this game or this suit gonna go in this containment box.
The box will have to be big.
and the suit can't be connected to any other containment box. That you have to have 2-player mode, where if you go over somebody else's house and you bring your suit, you can connect it to their containment box, but both of y'all can play together. Now that's dope. That's something that's cool. Like,
But that doesn't mean that the box will have to be big. That's why you can't. You can still play 2-player. You can play from home. You ain't gotta go to their house.
well, actually, yeah. Well, if they go from there to playing games like that to making, you're not making. I mean, you could play games like The Matrix. I was thinking that, like, no, where you can lay down in the chair, like you get this whole little thing that everybody gets this, like, you know, in the movies, like you got that little thing in the back of your head, and you get in the chair and you get to be in the game. Would you do that? Would you let them let that stick that thing in your head? But I'm thinking, like, if they did that, that'd be real cool to, like, play the game the Matrix way. On the back of the head, you have that little piece, and instead of it actually being like where it go through your head, it's just connected on on the back of your skull, and you lay down the thing, and it connects to the chair, and then it pushes you in the game.
No,
No, why not?
I'm not doing that. No, I don't want nothing on my head that's triggering my brain, my consciousness. So what happens is on the outside of, so my watch has a sensor that goes with it.
No, it ain't. No, it don't have to have a watch or a sensor to it. It's just it's a thing on the sensors that can trigger it. Like, it's just you put it on your head.
Why
And
can't they stick it on my head and put it on the helmet and stick it on the helmet instead, and I put the helmet on?
yeah, that's true. I mean, but that could work. But I feel like it'll be a little clamp on it that they put it, and it goes on the back of your head and it clamps to your skull, because it has to read your brain waves. If you have a helmet on, it can't read your brain waves. So, like, because we all
No, it can go on the helmet. It can stick to the helmet, and then the helmet can hook up to the game when I play.
then I know I feel like it should clamp to your skull.
Y'all, he done lost his damn man. Ain't nothing clapping to my skull. No.
It's a soft clamp.
Ain't,
It just hold on to your head.
ain't no such thing as a soft clamp, and then it malfunctions and won't come off, and you just stuck in there with a clamp on your head for days.
Now it's malfunctioning. Mom, just say for people at least think that you already always ready to play games. I mean, you make people think that you're always ready to play games.
Yeah, no.
I need someone who know about certain games.
Yeah, because you'll be sitting there stuck, and then you'll be talking to somebody be like, oh, you still in the game? You still playing? And you be like, no, man, I just can't take it off.
I ain't gonna lie. If that was my case, I would make my life video games. I would get paid to play video games. That's I'm a permanent gamer. Can't take it off. That's great. Only time I lay down in the chair.
Whatever, you'll be on there like, I need someone to come to my house. My address is such and such. I'm stuck on this platform. And this helmet won't come off. Now that's crazy. Now that's going too far. I wouldn't purchase that. I am just checking. If I come in there and you look at me mouth wide open, looking like, save me. Yeah, no.
So yeah, I think that'd be dope, especially if we can use our imaginations, and our imagination can show us as far as the future. Because I really feel like I really feel like gaming could really save lives. Gaming can really bring people together.
Yeah.
Like, depending on the attitude, because I done play games with some mean people, some rude, mean people that maybe be like, man, damn, you're not on the game to have fun. Why you on the game? It's not to have fun, but honestly, I feel like if you get on the game and you're on the game to have fun, you're gonna meet like-minded people who want to have fun, no matter what. The community that you will meet is the community that you're acting for. That would be dope. It's the dopest part, regardless if you play X body or PS body. As long as you're going with like-minded people who want to play the same game, and y'all want to get along, and y'all know that y'all gonna play this game, y'all gonna have fun together, and y'all gonna do that. Even if you're in the bodysuit or your X body or your PS body, y'all know y'all get along, and y'all know that y'all have came together over this game good intentions, and y'all built a friendship saying, "Hey, we're gonna play this game forever, even though we hurt each other." Because we're really not hurting each other. It's just what the bodies two come from. Then at the same time, I feel like before I move on, I feel like enemies too. I feel like you had that one person like, "Hey man, you always talking mess. Meet me on Mortal Kombat. Meet me on Street Fighters. I'll beat you." You know what I'm saying? Like it could be that instead of y'all actually hurting each other and killing each other. Hop on a game.
Especially if you know
Like,
they gonna feel pain.
for what exactly? Like I'll tell somebody real fast, man, hop on Cooley Dog. Hey, 1v1 me, dog. Like, people say it on Fortnite all the time, like 1v1 me, dog. 1v1 me then. But no more game talk, y'all. Okay? We done with the game talk. No more game talk. It's now word talk. My mom was about to give y'all the word of the day. I think it's gonna be something nice. What y'all think? Let's see.
Okay. Circumlocution. Okay, so I'm just gonna spell it. CircumLocution.
I'm gonna spell it circumlocution. Spell just like
All
how
right,
it
so pronounce
sounds.
it.
Circumlocution. Circumlocution. Circumlocution.
Okay, let's see what they say.
Circumlocution. Wait. Circumlocution.
The use of many words where few would do, especially in a deliberate attempt to be your own. I mean, to be vague or evasive. Sorry, can't read my writing.
Circumlocution. 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 To use of many words where a few do, especially in a deliberate. Yeah. I don't know. But it says the use of unnecessary large number of words to express an idea, invasion and speech. So when you try to invade, when you're trying to evade somebody and you're beating them up by saying circumlocution. The use of and on, that's what I get, what it says. The use of unnecessary large number of words to express an idea. Many words where few wouldn't do. Large number of words to express an idea, invasion and speech. So when you're trying to invade.
When you're trying to date somebody, you want to say everything, but what you're supposed to be. Stop circumlocution. You just get to the point, people. You know.
Circumlocution. Don't talk. I don't know how I feel about that word, to be honest. I'm not saying it's good. I'm not saying it's bad. I'm just saying that it means something that I like, but the word itself is dumb. Like, that's a dumb word. You shouldn't have to say that. What was wrong with just locution? Is locution taken by itself? Is that a word? Let's see. Locution is by the word itself, because if it's not, then they could have just said that. They could just use it. Let's see. Put a circle in front of it. Makes no sense to put circle in front of it. Let's see. Locution is the particular word, phrase, expression, or a person's style of speaking. See, so it's different. So it's the style of speaking, right? So the circum is what, okay, that's something I've never thought I would say, but what's the definition of circum? Let's see. Is a particular word, phrase, expression, way, person. No, that's that. Circum is a Latin prefix. It means around, about, or surrounding. So around, about, not saying direct words, using roundabout, using more words than necessary. You speak it around about the situation. Okay.
Well, y'all, what do y'all think? Think he should have kept it? Think he should put it in a box? Let us know. Also, don't forget to let us know in the comments what game you would want to play.
Yeah, which one would you have connected to your suit? What game? And as far as that word, I think I'm gonna keep it. I think we're gonna keep it for now until I find a reason not to keep it.
You heard it here, people. He's keeping it. Have a good night and be kind to someone on purpose.
And be kind to someone new. Be blessed.
Be blessed.
Y'all know what this is. This is our truth.
Because I'm his mom.
And I'm her son.
Peace.
Peace. Good night.
Good night.